Hi guys, welcome back to Not Your French Girl. Today we have a super special guest, our little Italian,
Hello.
Fabrizio. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, babe.
Love it.
Thank you so much for coming.
Of course, my pleasure.
We're so excited to hear everything about you.
Amazing.
To start off, should you give us your Paris vibe in 3 words right now?
Oh my God. Success, vision, love.
Love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit of this for us?
Yeah, I feel like every single time that I come back to Paris from my travels and stuff, I feel this energy coming in me. I just feel like it's my place to be. And not only my place to be, it's everyone's place to be when you have a dream. The place is Paris.
That's so true.
I don't know how to explain. There's like an energy, a vibration. It's amazing. So
And this is like your place.
that's my place. Every time the things don't work out, I come back to Paris and things,
Just started working
they're
out.
just working out again.
So good.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about like when you first came here? I mean, we've watched a little bit of your TikTok. We've seen the video where you say, I came here and when I told my mom when I was 7 years old, like, I'm going to move to Paris one day. It's going to be my city. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Of course. I came here first time with my mom, my parents, when I was 7. And I instantly fell in love with the city. And I've been talking about this place for like literally all my life. And then when I was 19, I applied to a semester abroad with
cool.
school. And I got the spot in Paris. And I was like, this is not real.
This is meant to
this
be.
Is not like this is crazy. But then again, I remember writing on a little paper and I stitched it I stuck it to the fridge. Fabrizio's going to Paris. Like I was a firm in it. I was making it real in my head. And then I got it. And I came here. I was 19. Back then I felt so big, like so old, and now already I was a kid. I was generally a kid.
Yes.
I was like young. And I had the best time of my life. I fell in love with the city and I started learning French and I said, this is my place to be.
Amazing. And how long have you been here for now?
Then I traveled a little bit, but now I've been back for 3 years.
Wow.
Now,
okay.
yeah.
That's good. And did you have like this moment in your life when you were here or before you came here that you just felt like, oh, I'm staying. This is where I want to be.
Yeah. I have this memory of this one night that it was almost Christmas. It was when I was 19, my semester abroad was coming to an end. And it was almost Christmas. And it was like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I was walking home. And I was doing the walk in the Champs-Élysées at night, which is not the best place to be at night. But it's really not. So you don't do that. But I mean, I was there and I loved it. And I was walking home. And I was seeing from afar the Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my, I'm so staying here. Like, I'm not going anywhere else. Like, I felt it. And I not only feel like I'm in love with Paris, I feel like Paris is in love with me. I think it's a mutual love. I
love that.
That's so cute. And I love that.
Yeah.
I never felt that way.
Nor did I, to be honest.
Yes,
I feel like the city hates me.
Sometimes, yeah.
Bad shit keeps happening. I don't know.
I love Paris, but I'm not sure it's like reciprocated, to be honest.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah,
but I'm so happy for you, darling,
Thank
that it's a
you.
mutual feeling.
Thank you.
Well, let's just have a quick vibe check.
Yeah.
Paris or Sicily? Who's the win here?
Oh, God. Sicily is the place where I want to retire.
Okay.
I love that.
Paris is the place where I want to live, if that
Okay.
makes sense. It's where things happen. Paris is where things
That's
happen.
true.
Obviously.
Sicily is where I rest.
Ah, that's good.
Yes.
Do you go back there for vacation?
I go back, quite often. All like holidays, Christmas, Easter, summer. And then, I go back once every 2 months, I'd say.
Oh, that's good.
But
Yeah.
that's nice.
It's very cheap to fly to Sicily. It's so close. So
And all your family's there.
all my family's in Sicily,
Ah, that's
yes.
tough.
So,
You go back, you get a little rejuvenated,
Exactly.
Yeah.
and you leave,
Rest,
and you're like, let's go
re-energize.
Paris.
yes. Exactly.
Ready for a new season.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Okay, so basically you moved when you were 19.
Yes.
But how do you feel? Do you feel like Parisian or do you still feel so Italian?
Okay, that's a big topic because I've started social media 3 years ago, and my videos for the first 2 years there was not even one single video in Italian.
Oh, wow.
Never. I started making content in English, and then I slowly switched to French.
Okay.
And it was such a funny situation because for the French, I obviously had an accent and I was not native, but French are not great at placing the accents. So they automatically assumed that I was American.
Oh,
So,
God.
yes. So
This has happened to me all the time.
I know, they do that all they just don't know about accents. So it's like always les ricains, les ricains, les ricains. So all my comments, all my comments were like les ricains, whatever, go back to the States and all
my
those
God,
things.
so
I
mean.
swear to God. So in France, I was known as the American in Paris trying to learn French. But then the Anglophones obviously knew that I wasn't Anglophone natively. So for the Anglophone, I was French. So when I was posting videos in English, the comments were, oh, he's so French. And when I was posting videos in French, the comments were like, oh, he's so American. So I had a moment where like, am I even Italian anymore? Nobody recognizes me as such.
Who am I?
I literally had an identity crisis for real because speaking languages,
imagine.
different languages really shapes the way you feel about yourself. So now I would say that I obviously am Sicilian rather than Italian at heart.
Okay.
But I feel really Parisian. I really do feel Parisian a lot.
What makes you feel like the most Parisian self?
Oh my God. When I am sitting at a terrace speaking French to my French friends that are from Paris.
Yeah.
So I really feel like one of them. I really do. Because when I first met my French friends, it was 7 years ago during my exchange, my semester abroad, and I spoke no French whatsoever. So I was always the person that made everyone switch to English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that I will brag and say that I speak very good French,
Yes.
it doesn't happen anymore. So I'm just one of them. And
Oh,
we're
that's
just
so
sitting there having a little wine and speaking French. And I feel like, oh, I made it. Like,
I'm here.
I think that's the best feeling ever when they don't have to switch languages for you.
literally.
That's
And
like, that's
yeah.
a win.
Yes.
Yes.
It really is, though. I'm
I
not gonna
belong
lie.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I love
Yes. I've gained so much confidence in speaking French. And I think that what helped me the most was the fact that I always thought I am making an effort and the other person, whether or not they understand it, I am making an effort, and that makes me already a better person because I'm making an effort. So I have developed my French skills by thinking you are getting better every single day, little by little, and that's all that matters.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
beautiful
so
way
true.
to think about it.
Yeah,
Especially because French is like quite hard to learn.
it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us one tiny ritual or habit that you like that screams like, I'm Italian?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I unfortunately cannot deny the allegations for that we eat pasta every single day because I do that. It's just the easiest thing to do and I love it. And if I could have pasta every day for the rest of my life, I would.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would. Gluten-free because I'm celiac.
Yeah, that's
But-
what I'm going to ask. Like,
yes.
how is it for you to be Italian and be celiac?
I
Like,
know.
It's
But,
rare.
Italy, it's actually great for celiac. So wherever I go, in any restaurant, any supermarket, any place, there's always a gluten-free option. I cannot say the same about Paris/France.
You find it
Yeah.
hard?
It's super. This is the one thing about actually Paris that I do not like. That they treat it. They don't understand what it is. They don't realize that it's an actual disease. They treat it as it was a choice.
Yeah.
I'm not choosing to be vegetarian. I would still respect that, but I'm not choosing to be celiac. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
My friends are always asking me, "Can you please give us recommendations for restaurants?" I'm like, I literally go to the same 3 places every time where I know that I feel safe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And apart from the pasta, what is this one like little memory from Sicily that still like touches your heart?
Okay, we have so where I come from in Sicily, we are very close to 7 small islands. They are called the Aeolian Islands. There are some that are very, very famous. There's movies about them, Stromboli, Panarea, all these places. They are magic. And for most people, they are like these foreign, exotic destinations. For me, it's literally just like a boat ride away,
Yeah.
45 minutes. We go every summer. Ever since like I was a kid, we go every summer. And it's my escape from reality because in these islands, in some of them, there's still no lights at night. So there's no cars.
Oh, wow.
So you just walk and it feels ancient and beautiful. And we have down there, we have the best sunsets.
I can imagine.
Yes. And especially in the island of Stromboli, it's a volcanic island. So there's a volcano which is still very much active. So every summer I take this boat and I go around the island on the sunset. We see the volcano with the lava going down and the
Wow,
sunset
that's
setting. And this is like,
It's magic.
if I could die there, I would be happy, honestly.
Imagine, especially
Forever
because I
place.
imagine at night you must see all the stars and everything because when you
Yes.
don't have like lights to like
Yeah.
anyway.
It's beautiful.
What's one small Parisian thing that you do that would have shocked the 7-year-old you right now?
I eat the craziest cheese. I hated cheese. I hated very smelly, tasty cheese.
I can understand. Yeah.
Like we Italians, we have a lot of cheeses. Okay, don't come for me, but I always only ate Parmigiano, which is I would say it's plain. It's not a
plain salty
Yeah, it's not the
vibe.
craziest cheese you can eat.
No.
And mozzarella, which again, it's not the craziest cheese you can eat. But they have camembert, brie.
C'est vrai.
They smell so strong, but they taste so good. So I feel like I've gone to the other side now and I can never go back. But 7 years old me will be shocked and will be embarrassed, honestly. The amount of cheese that I eat, it's beyond.
So you eat a lot of pasta and cheese.
Oh my God.
basically.
Yeah, my diet is not good. My diet is so not good.
Well, you look amazing, sweetie.
Thank you.
You
I
look
appreciate
amazing.
Your skin is glowing. Everything's perfect.
keep going with the regime. It's going well.
Maybe I'll try it, but like gluten-free pasta then. Maybe that's a secret.
Maybe, yeah.
It does the trick. I tell you.
So now let's get into your online life.
Yeah.
What is it in like your Instagram like that is fantasy versus reality?
Woof. Okay. So I'd say that I think the reason why I was I had success with social media is because I've always been very honest. I think obviously there's always an extent to which you cannot be 100% transparent because you still need to keep some boundaries for yourself. But I think I am pretty much myself to 92% online. Fantasy, people always think and they always assume that for instance, okay, I'll say this. People always assume that since I've been traveling a lot, I've been to many different places, that I must come from whatever background, crazy background
of money and stuff.
Yes, of money and stuff. And I made a few videos about this, then I gave up because people will believe what they want to believe.
Of course.
But at the end of the day, I know that most of the things that I've done based on my own strength. And I've always been very good at finding solutions. Like I've studied in New York. I've studied in Manhattan for 6 months.
Okay.
It was a study abroad. And normally this would have costed thousands of euros, of dollars.
Yeah.
The way I did it though, I did it in a way that I literally got it for free. Because I went to study in Denmark. And I don't know if you knew that, but if you're a European citizen and you study in a Danish university, you get a school for free.
Wow.
And on top of that, you get paid for it if you work 10 hours a week.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I moved to Denmark, and Copenhagen is one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Yes.
So people always tell me, oh, you moved to Copenhagen, you must be a millionaire or something. I was working in a bar, in a cafe, which is amazing. I loved it. It was actually so fun. I was working in a cafe. I was making coffees and all the chai lattes and stuff. And I was making a lot of money because of the Danish government paying me an aid on top of my salary that I was making at the cafe.
So good.
And through the school in Denmark, I applied to the semester in New York. And when you go on a semester abroad, you only pay whatever fee you pay in your university back home. But I wasn't paying any back home because I chose Denmark. So I went to New York for free.
Okay, you only had to like
pay for my own.
Babe, you scammed the system.
I love
And
it.
people are always like, oh, millionaire. I'm like, literally, I just used my rights in the right way. I was a European citizen. I moved to a city where I could get education for free and work and get a lot of money. Literally, as a barista, I made more money of some of my friends working a 9 to 5 in Italy, in Denmark. Like uniting my salary and the aid. So yeah, and I think
yes.
that's the fantasy versus reality. That I'm not trying to sell the fantasy that I'm this millionaire son or a kid or whatever moving to different countries. The reality that I'm selling is that there's so many different ways you can achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
You just have to dig deep online and Google and find literally.
But I think people have this like mindset that when they see like Paris, they like connect really to luxury.
Yes.
And when you're in Paris, like you're basically rich.
Yeah.
You become rich like the second you step foot in Paris.
Even in Paris, when I first moved to Paris for my Erasmus, the situation I was living in was unbelievable because basically I couldn't afford to pay for my own studio or to pay for an actual room. So I came here and I lived in the how do you even call it, the living room of. So two girls had this apartment and they had a living room with a couch that turned into a bed.
Yeah.
And I rented the couch.
Okay.
So my first 6 months in Paris as a student when I was 19, I was sleeping in the couch of some girls in their living room. And I was paying a lower rent because of that, obviously. And and people are always like, literally, I was opening and closing my bed every single day, and they were having breakfast, lunch, and dinner next to my bed.
Oh my God, that must.
But you made it work.
And I made it work.
You made it work. Can I ask you something? We didn't ask you this, but what were you studying?
Communication and marketing.
And then that was it.
I did my master's in Copenhagen in business, language, and culture.
Okay, amazing.
I have a master's. I'm a social media social media content creator now, but I do have a master's degree.
I'm educated.
I'm trying to send a message every now and then. I really am.
What's one thing that you've never posted but would die to know about it?
So my followers are very invested in my relationship with my boyfriend.
I can see this, by the way. I saw your post and you were like, guys, I did not break up with my boyfriend.
Yes, exactly that. And one thing they always ask is how we met.
Okay.
And it's a very fun story, but I decided never to share. And I get this comment almost every single video.
Wow.
People are so curious.
People are so curious about this, and I understand that. There's nothing bad with it, but this is something that we chose not to share because it was a very special situation how we met. So I decided never to share it, and I'm not going to, but people would die to know because they're always asking.
But it's good to have this like special part for
Yes,
yourselves.
exactly. I think there's some things.
Boundaries.
This is also something that I learned in general, when I first started dating my boyfriend, I obviously was so excited about everything. And like, I had just recently started social media. So I was just posting kind of randomly everything. Now that it's been a while, I have significantly reduced the amount of things that I post about my private life.
Yeah.
And especially my relationship, because there's so much that people assume. But I realize that the more I post, the more they will assume. So I'd rather not post because I'd rather keep things for me. So now I'm only posting things with my boyfriend or with my close friends or with my family even. I don't post my family anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't post my family anymore. I significantly reduced because I had some comments a few times, like people commenting the name of my mother or something. And I was like, that's scary, right? So I decided I put myself out there. My people didn't necessarily decide to do the same. So yeah. And even a few weeks ago when I first moved to my new apartment, amazing. Love this apartment. The happiest place I've been in terms of like apartments in Paris. Rookie mistake. I posted a video of me looking out of the window.
They found where you were living?
No.
Within an hour,
Stop.
I had DMs and emails. Someone emailed my management email, not even my personal email, my management email with my address. Not in a scary way. It was actually this cute girl. I don't know. I should have responded. I don't know. I'm not sure I responded to her because I was very overwhelmed by the whole situation. But she was actually very kind and nice. She told me, Cuckoo Fabrizio, just so you know, the address is very obvious. So you might want to take this down.
Oh, that's cute.
That was really nice.
This email was very nice. And I actually am forever grateful if you're seeing this video. But I had some DMs with literally just my address.
That's
really scary.
You're
Yes.
lucky that you had like a little godsend angel that sent you that. But like, imagine like people are weird.
Yes. And I actually panicked about that. For the next 2 days, I was in a panic mode, walking home and like looking around.
I can imagine.
Especially when you get the email just with your address. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah. So, and this is just a minor case. Like social media did so many nice things for me, and I love my community, and I love people that decide to share their passions. There's many people that share their thoughts about Paris, and I always take them and hold space for that because I love that. That's why I wanted to create a community. But there's also a limit where I feel like we should always remember that we're not owed someone's privacy in a way.
But there's always a balance of things, right?
Exactly.
Like there's always a good and a bad to every kind of situation. Depends how you look on it, but you just need to always stay in this positive mindset, but being aware as well of the negativity around it.
Exactly. And I'm always the first one. Like I genuinely, and I mean it when I say it, I genuinely love my community, and that's why I try always to bring it together. I do events, I meet my people, and I always put myself in a position, in a situation where I'm absolutely here for you. You want to talk to me? I'm here for you. You want to text me? I'm here for you. I force myself to find a time each week to sit down with my phone and respond to my DMs because it's important. If you take the time to sit down and write me a text, the very least I can do is to take the time and respond to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is something that I love. But when I get comments or emails or whatever it is about my family, my boyfriend, my address, that's when I draw the line.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at the end of the day, you know more about me than I know about you. So it's fair that I feel a little worried about these comments and these messages. But apart from that, I love what I do.
Yeah, I think the more you like show this to your people and be close to them, I think the more they will respect you and be like, okay, he's there for us in his time, but we need to respect when like he sets boundaries.
Exactly.
Yeah. But walk us through your day. Like, what is your day routine?
Okay, so it really depends because I have days where I'm like the most productive person ever. I'm up at 7, I go to the gym first thing in the morning, have breakfast, work on my videos, my emails and stuff. And then I have days like today where I woke up late. It was raining outside, so I could not go to the gym.
Really good
right, it was so cold. But in general, people think that I don't like the weak content creators. We have a very lavish lifestyle or we don't do anything or whatever. But especially in my case, because I do my own management.
Okay.
I have a friend who's helping me, but I do my own management. I spend a lot of time on, it's a full-time job. I spend a lot of time on answering to my emails, writing my emails, pitching, reaching out or responding in general, writing down my scripts, organizing collabs. It's a lot of work and it takes me hours sometimes. Also just going through, like being creative itself is a full-time job.
Of course.
Because like sometimes I really feel like I've said everything I can say. Like sometimes I sit there, I'm like, I don't have anything to tell.
You're in a rut.
Right now.
My stories are over. I don't know anything. I cannot say anything anymore. And that's the worst about having a creative job, any creative job really, not the social media, but like anything creative, that there will be moments where you feel like there's no creativity anymore. You ran out of it. It's not an endless resource.
Resource, yeah.
But that's when you need to take a holiday.
Absolutely.
That's when you need to go back to Sicily to rest.
Recharge.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, a day in my life, I wake up, I try to go to the gym every single day because I need the cheese, I need to make sure I don't
burn those calories.
Exactly. And then I work on my videos, work on my emails, have lunch. And then I force myself to go on a walk. I'm a big walker. I would walk across Paris easily. Like I could go from the 12th to the 17th on a long walk. It's important for me to stay active, especially because I don't really... if I don't force myself to be active, I'm sitting on my phone, I'm on my laptop. Like everybody who works 9 to 5. And most importantly, what's different, I think, between me and people that do different jobs is that I risk of having it's funny because I have a social media job, but I risk to be very not social.
Yes.
because I'm always on my phone. I'm always working on my videos. I'm always doing my emails. So I force myself to go out every single day and meet a friend or go to new places. Like I think I'm one of the few content creators out there that go to events on my own.
Wow.
Okay.
Like when there's a brand event or I get invited to some events, and I'm always super grateful about. I don't care about going alone. Like yesterday, I went to an event alone because I always put myself in there. I always have the mentality I'm going there to make friends. I don't need to bring a friend.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
You go there open.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
new
always
people.
open. Yesterday, I went to this event. I met this super, super cute girl and this super fun guy. And we talked the whole night. And I did not know them before. So with a social media job, you still have to force yourself to be social.
Yeah.
It's not a given.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just like, it's a really lonely job, I think.
Absolutely.
You're there with your camera and
absolutely.
that's all. Yeah.
And what's worse, and of course, again, I'm going to repeat this. I know it's a very privileged position to be talking from. Like, I absolutely know that. And it's the best job and I love it. It's so fun. But the downside to it is that it can be very isolating and there's nobody telling you whether you're doing good, whether you're doing bad. Okay, of course, the likes and the engagement, but there's not a single physical person coming to you and telling you, love this video, great job, you're doing great. You have to trust yourself. And sometimes you don't even do that anymore. Because like I would post a video that I love, that I've been working on for hours and hours and hours. And then the video flops and I'm like, oh, I wish I had someone telling me that this was a bad video.
Yes.
This was a bad idea. So it's a lot of like battling with yourself.
And instinct and intuition.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to a little bit more about romance. Do you want to paint your perfect Parisian date? Think like mood, music, what you would imagine it to be.
It's going to be so cliche of me, but there's no place more romantic than Montmartre.
Okay.
I love that place. I love it. Once I went on a early morning date, like at 6 a.m.
Wow.
6 a.m.
Yeah,
date?
I'm crazy. But I commit. I commit.
Okay.
And the point of it was to watch the sunrise.
That's really romantic.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Are you a hopeless romantic? I'm getting this vibe.
I am a hopeless romantic.
I love it though.
Yes. So I would so repeat that. I think there's nothing better because Montmartre will be entirely empty. There will be nobody except for a few runners. Sunrise will be beautiful. You'll be sitting there and really seeing Paris.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
And it's silence,
And
you know?
it's silence. And it's those moments where you get to know someone better when the world is still sleeping, but you two are awake.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
You gave me an idea for a date. I might pitch this to my husband.
It's too cold now, but later on it's
in the
spring.
summer,
Yeah.
beginning of summer when it's a big
Exactly.
chill.
Might be 5 a.m. though with the sunrise.
Yeah, that's so true. But speaking of a little hopeless romantic,
Yeah.
you didn't ask for the signs, the astrology signs.
Are you a Pisces?
Of course I'm a
Yes,
Pisces.
I this vibe.
I
I was like,
vibe.
hopeless romantic. Is he a Pisces?
Yes, I am.
But like Pisces sun, Pisces moon.
Oh, no, I don't even know about that. I'm so bad.
We're gonna check after this. Like, we're gonna check. I just want to know for me.
do that. But like, I'm going to actually ask you a question.
Tell me.
I was born, you know that I'm a Pisces, but I was born on the most special day. Which one is it?
The most special day?
Yes.
Leap year day.
I'm a leap year baby. I was born on February 29th,
Okay.
which means that I only ever celebrated my birthday
Each
6
4
times.
years.
Babe, that's actually so sad. That makes me feel so sad.
Oh, that's funny because I get both reactions. People telling me that, people telling me, oh, it's so cool. But what I'll say is that I get 1 week long birthdays.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a date, so why don't we do the whole week? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Once I even said, I was sick during my birthday, which would be March 1st, when I don't have the February 29th. So I said, I was sick, I have a fever, we'll just move it to July, because I don't have a day anyways.
That's so true.
Let's enjoy summer.
Yeah, so I did a party in July. And
I love
honestly,
it.
It works.
Well, at
Special.
least you found like the positive out of the not having a birthday day.
Exactly. No, I love
can
it.
do it whenever.
Yeah, I still
Why
think it's
not?
better than New Year's and Christmas.
What is the most romantic thing you've seen someone do? Maybe for you or for other people?
I'll say my boyfriend. I went to Australia for a few months last winter, which was Australian summer. And my boyfriend came. And I think It's crazy because he only came for like 10 days. And usually when you fly to Australia, New Zealand, all these places, you tend to stay much longer because the flight is so hard on your body and it's so expensive. But he came. I was there 3 months in and he booked a plane and he came.
Babe, I know that
So
commitment.
good.
Like I do that every 2 years to go see my family. So the fact that he did that for 10 days.
Yes.
That's insane.
And I'm telling you, I really appreciated it, especially on my flight back, because I was like, I would never do this again. Even now, like I miss Sydney, but I would never go back before 2027. My body's not ready. It was no, it was so
I need 3 months of rest.
literally it was
so
so
far
bad.
away.
So bad. So yeah, that was the most romantic
That's
thing.
so cute. That's really like for guys and girls, if he could or she, they would.
They would.
Yeah,
They would.
And it's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
really
honestly,
expensive,
if they
babe.
want, they will do
Yeah.
it.
It's a budget. Do you have a signature flirt move? And can you perform it?
So I have been told many times by different people that I have, oh god, this is so funny, that I have dangerous eyes.
Oh, we're gonna zoom.
And I don't
Zoom on the eyes.
I don't even know what that means, but I imagine that when I talk to someone that I don't know,
Interesting.
you know, that I might be interested in, I tend to assume this position.
Oh.
Those eyes.
I'd be like this.
Yeah. Look into the camera. Give them your best
Yes.
shot.
I'd be like this. I'd be like full on looking at you.
I love it.
And to me, that would be scary. But apparently, they tell me that I have dangerous eyes. I've been told many times by different people. So this is the only thing I
I
know.
love it.
I think
They're not
those-
dangerous though.
those
They're very
baby
charming.
boys.
I really look into someone's soul. I really do though. Because I mean, when I talk to someone that I might be interested in, I scan the entire face. I don't know. I think of myself as a scanner. I'm scanning your face.
You're either admiring and
Yes.
just being like, what
Yeah.
do I not like?
'Cause
What
I
do I
think
love?
And all the
face-
details.
Face says so much more than
Yes.
anything. And I'm not talking about beauty. I'm talking like your facial expression says everything.
Yeah, there's so
Everything.
many like nuance.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
layers.
nuance, yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Exactly.
So good. Best line to say in Italian that melts people.
I always say that mi fai bene al cuore, which means you do well to my heart.
Oh, that's really cute.
I don't know if you translate it like that, but like yeah, you do good to my heart.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's something that I love it.
It's cute.
I think
really cute.
we in Italians have better ways of saying I love you and all these things than both French and English. Because for instance, we differentiate.
horrible.
In English, it's like I love you, everything. In Italian, we're very careful with the words that we choose. If I want to say I love you to a friend, I'll say ti voglio bene, which literally means I wish you well. And you say that. It's normal. I say that to my mom, to my friends. Ti voglio bene, I wish you well. If I want to say I love you in a romantic way, you obviously say ti amo. But there's also different layers of that. Because like you can say ti adoro, I adore you. And many different ways of saying that. Whereas in English, I feel like, and also in French, it's je t'aime bien.
Yeah.
It really
You can
stops
say
there.
like je t'adore.
Je t'adore. Well, yeah, but I feel like
But it's not that deep, I
No,
think.
in Italian it's
And it's cute in Italian. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
they're just
it's
like
really
it's like you
cute.
want to give them a hug,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, Italian is so
Yeah.
cute. The
French
language
is
Yeah.
like
so
sexy and Italian is like a bit more cute
Yeah.
I
vibe, you
think
know?
it's
But
like
absolutely.
it's close to the heart, I think. Yeah.
Il ti voglio bene, the Italian I wish you well. So to me is so meaningful because like yeah, like there's nothing better that you could do to a friend than wishing them well.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's even better to say than like I love you.
Yeah.
Like I wish you well. It's cute.
I know you don't want to touch base too much on the relationship stuff, but can I ask you about how it feels to be gay in 2025?
Of course. I was born and raised in Sicily. Sicily today is different than Sicily 25 years ago. So I don't want to play the victim card or whatever, but when I was a kid, it was not the best situation to be gay in Sicily. I had a lot of homophobia. I like not only my classmates or the other kids, but also like grown-ups.
Wow.
Like my religion teacher, because we do that in Italy, we do religion. My religion teacher called me ciuffettina, which in Italian is a derogatory way of calling someone. I don't even know how to explain that, but like chufo is the
side bangs?
Justin Bieber's haircut.
Okay.
Yeah. And he called me that in the feminine form.
Okay. So it's kind of like an insult.
Yes. I was 14. So like I was, I could understand, like I was not just a kid. Or when I was 9, this kid came to me and I had no idea whatsoever what he was talking about because I was 9 and he was maybe 11. And he told me, do not worry. When you want, I'll pay for your organs transplant or like you're transitioning. Sorry, in English, you're transitioning. I'll pay for your transitioning.
Oh my God,
implying that I was a girl, that I wanted to be a girl or something. And I remember not understanding what he meant by that because I had no idea whatsoever. I was only 9. And then going to my mom and asking mom, what is that? And why would I want one? What is transitioning and why would I want to do that? And imagine my mom having to explain that to me as a 9-year-old.
Yeah. People are so cruel.
Yeah. So
it's dark.
Yeah, it is very dark. One of my biggest childhood trauma, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and it's also why I think I was so fast in escaping and moving and going because like I needed to see the world, a more accepting world.
Yes.
Being gay in 2025 in Paris is honestly fine. Like I love Paris. I think it's a very accepting city. To be fair, it's probably one of the gayest cities. I'll say that I've also lived in Copenhagen, and Copenhagen, for me, Copenhagen is still to date the safest city you can be gay in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
I will walk holding hands with my boyfriend in Copenhagen at whatever time of the day, night, whatever location.
As you should.
And I'll feel entirely 100% safe knowing that nothing is going to happen to me. Unfortunately, I don't do that in Paris.
Okay.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just a mental block, but I still think that Paris is good. It's fine being gay. Nobody really cares. But I still don't have the comfort, like the confidence.
Yeah.
The confidence of holding my boyfriend's hand in Paris because I still think there's a lot of like
progression to be made.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's still so many like mean people here that are not like really open-minded
exactly.
to what the world is.
Absolutely.
Right
And also, I feel like in Denmark, for instance, the LGBTQ plus community is really protected by the government and the state. So if someone bothers you, it's really the individual against the whole country. Like the LGBTQ plus people are protected by the society.
This is really good.
Yeah, really. Like I feel hugged by Denmark as a gay man in Denmark. I cannot say the same about France, but I cannot say the same about Italy. Either.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel good about being gay in 2025. There's still a lot to be made, of course.
Okay, so we're talking a little bit about like your social media and everything. What was the most like ridiculous fan interaction?
Oh God. Ridiculous for the way I was, not for the person stopping me, because I love when that happened. Like I generally do love when that happened. There was last week a girl recognized me like from my voice. She didn't even see me. We were at this cafe. She was before me. I was standing behind her, and the guy was like, "What do you want?" Down there, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just get a coffee." And the girl turned Fabrizio. It was like, I loved that. I was like, "Ah, yes!" But no, I mean the most ridiculous, which the way I was ridiculous. That I was crying. I'm a very dramatic person, so I cry for the literally smallest things. And when I cry, I really make a movie out of it. So like, if I go out, I put on my AirPods, the saddest music that I have. Go in the streets and cry watching Paris. I force myself to cry as much as I can.
That's so Piscean of you, by the way.
Yeah.
I love it though.
And this girl, she comes up to me. I was full on crying, and she was like, "Can we take a picture?" And
No
shit.
And
read the room.
I love that.
Read the room, babe.
No, but like I love that. I was like, "Yes, girl." Like I was like, "Yes, we take the picture." I was so happy. I was actually so happy about taking the picture. But now I cannot stop thinking about the fact that this girl has a picture with me with my eyes so red. There's not everywhere. I was like, so I was ridiculous. She was lovely, honestly. She was lovely. But yeah, I always think about that. So from that moment on, I only cry in my house. I don't cry outside anymore.
It's finished.
You don't dare to go outside anymore.
So we're going to do a little confession mode. You give your quick answers and we ask the questions. What is the weirdest thing you've seen in Paris?
Yes, I know that. Once in my very first apartment, the neighbor was mad about the noise that we made, and he threw an egg through the window.
No way.
Because his apartment was right across ours. So he literally sent an egg.
God.
He threw an egg through the window and it got into the toilet. So my roommate who was in the toilet got this egg on her.
Oh no.
Imagine being on the toilet, you're just sitting there and all of a sudden you have this egg breaking on your head.
That's
Yeah,
so crazy.
neighbors in Paris, this is actually a thing. Neighbors in Paris have so much audacity.
Yeah.
They will call
That is so
police on
true.
you.
Yeah.
Right? They do
is so
that all the
true.
time.
Yeah.
It's happened
They're
to
a bit
me.
wild.
Yeah. I feel
they're
like in
really
Italy, we
wild.
tend to be more patient. Like, as long as you're not crazy, it's fine. But it was a 5 p.m. Friday. What noise could we have made for us to deserve
exactly.
an egg?
5 p.m.?
Yeah. No, honestly,
That's
if
a
it was
bit
like
excessive.
5 a.m., I would have like understood, but like 5 p.m.
Right.
What's your most embarrassing Paris moment?
Okay, so when I was doing my Erasmus, my semester abroad in Paris, I am a big Ariana Grande fan.
Okay.
Going to her concert in London in August, and I went to her last concert in London in October 2019. I went alone. I was 19. I took the train from Paris Gare du Nord alone to London. They are crazy here in France when it comes to school. I don't know. Have you attended school in France?
Yeah.
University? you mean?
Yeah, university.
Yeah.
So you know that you cannot miss a class,
Yeah.
that you have to give them
They're really harsh,
you have to be
yeah.
dying
Yes.
to be excused from missing a class.
Yeah.
And I remember that semester I had only like 4 absences that were okay that I could do, and I had already used all of them. So I was like, okay, so I either die or I cannot go to this concert. And I really had to go to this concert. So the concert was a night on a Sunday, and I had an exam on the Monday.
Oh my God.
Not convenient, babe.
Not convenient, but I was so confident I was gonna make it. So I took the train on Saturday alone, 19. Crazy. I would not do that again now because it's
Yeah.
also dangerous.
little bit.
I took a train. I went to London. I just like visited a little bit the city, then went to the O2 Arena, watched the concert alone, and I bought this oversized pink sweatshirt, sweetener, and in the back there was a huge face of Ariana Grande. And then the concert ends at like around 11 midnight, and my train was at about 5 a.m., 4 a.m. So I go back to the London train station alone. I just sit there and I wait. I get
5 a.m.?
Yes. I get my train and I get here at Saint-Lazare about like, it was like 8 or something, and my exam started at 9. So I did not shower. I did not brush my teeth. I did not wash my face. I went straight to school, to university with my Ariana Grande huge face on the back.
Proud.
Literally.
I love
And I knock at the door. I get there 3 minutes late. My professor opens the door and she looks at me. He looks at me actually. And the first thing that he says, "Did you go to the concert? My daughter bought the exact same sweatshirt."
I love it.
So funny.
And I don't even know if it's embarrassing, but I think about that moment all the time because
It's iconic, babe.
Yeah.
everyone laughed. Everyone took pictures. There's still a sticker that my friends send me every time of me like looking awful with this sweaty in class doing my exam. By the way, I got an 18, so...
Woo, claps for you.
They were so happy by seeing Ariana Grande. They were just like nailed the exam.
Love it. Yes.
Do you want to tell us the loneliest moment that you had in Paris, and who were you in that moment?
Last winter. So exactly a year ago, right now, my dog was dying. My childhood dog that I've had since I was 7 died. And it was a very unfortunate situation because I went back home when I heard that she was sick. And as I got there, she got better. We were happy. I was so happy. I really think she made an effort because I was there.
Yeah.
And then as I left, 2 days after I left, I got here and she passed. And I think that was the saddest, loneliest moment that I've had because I was living back then in a 12 square meters studio. So very small. And I really believe that when you live in a small place, all feelings somehow get bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes
More
sense.
louder.
Yeah.
But to me, it makes really sense because you cannot escape yourself. You cannot move between rooms. You're there and you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And I felt so lonely. And I have a very solid group of French friends that I've known since my exchange 7 years ago. The French have one thing that I noticed. They are an iceberg when you first meet them. Tough. Literally ice. Once you get through, they melt and they are the best people ever. You just need to be patient and wait until they let you in.
What secret about you would shock your followers the most if you want to share?
I'm a grandma at heart. Like I like to have my herbal night tea before going to bed. I wear my robe in my apartment. I much prefer a Saturday at home having a dinner 1-to-1 with my best friend rather than going to a club. And people expect, like all my followers, which I love, bless you, they always comment and ask me for like best clubs in Paris. And I'm like, babes, I don't know.
I don't go, babe.
I don't go to clubs. You will not find me at a club. You will never find me at a club because I don't enjoy it. I don't like it. It makes me so anxious. I think there's also been a switch with COVID probably. Before COVID, I felt a little more at ease. But after COVID, boom, basta. I cannot go. And the bigger the crowd, the more anxious I get. It's always been like that.
I feel the same. I'm literally the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like word for word.
Yeah, I was super social and then COVID hit and I'm like, no social.
Yeah. So
wild.
that's a secret about me that I never tell, but yeah.
To wrap this up, if you could tell your 17-year-old you one sentence that would alter your path, what would it be?
My father told me once a statement. He made a statement that I did not understand. I was actually so mad and I was yelling at him when he said that. We were in a car and I was crying because I had just broken up with my previous partner. He told me a sentence that translated loosely says, if they tell you to hop on a train, listen to them. Sounds stupid maybe, but as I grew older, I saw what he meant by that, and I really integrated that into my daily routine. There's clear signs in our life that we're meant to do things, specific things, and that's what I think he meant by trains. There are specific things that we are drawn to, and those are the trains. And when we feel the calling, we need to hop on the train and go with the train.
Like follow your gut.
Exactly. In that moment, what he meant by that was, this guy broke your heart. You're not happy. You're crying. He gave you the chance. He's giving you the chance to move on. He's telling you, hop on the move on train, go. And now I really do think that this would have changed if he had told me that when I was 17, but I completely switched everything because now I'm really not forcing things at all anymore in any situation of my life. Even like in the smallest things, I don't force anything. I put my effort, I do what I can do, but the moment that something starts to feel forced, I let it go.
Yeah.
I preach to that and I feel exactly the same way.
And I think this is like a bit of a piece of advice, but I wanted to ask you if you have an advice for people that are willing to come to move abroad. What advice would you give to these people that are just like waiting for this like train to come?
Yeah.
I would say it will not feel good at first. It will not feel good, but that's something you have to go through. Like people are selling online this message of like, oh, move to Australia, move to France, move to whatever you want. It's going to be amazing. It's not going to be amazing. For the biggest time, for the longest time, it's going to suck. It's going to be hard. You're going to cry to yourself. You're going to be lonely. You're not going to make a lot of friends at first. But that's something so valuable. Like even the darkest days where I moved here and I was so sad, or I moved to Copenhagen and I was so sad, I cherish them so close to my heart because I know they were so important for me to be able to appreciate what came next.
Yeah.
Because what came next was, I always say this, I really speak in metaphors. And to me, there's a gray moment when you move abroad. So gray, everything is gray. But for you to see all the colors, you have to see the gray first.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say embrace the gray. accept the gray.
You have to wait for the rain to stop.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was really, really nice to have you, Fabrizio.
For me as well. Thank you
so much.
Me
I'm sure our followers, our listeners are going to love as much as we did.
Yes.
It was such a blast to have you here.
Thank you so much
love
for
your
me as well.
energy.
Yeah, so positive. Yeah. Like home now, be like,
Thank you. I loved that. It was amazing. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. And let's cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers.
Of course.
Cheers. And we see you guys next week.
À la semaine prochaine.
Bisous.
Bisous.